Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a Chief Analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is Daily Analytical Report. So we have this CPI data, which caused turmoil on the market. We had actually a very surprising reaction, right? Let me show you that. Maybe let's change the filters for this week. Wait a little bit, please. We'll set the calendar for this week, and I will be able to show you CPI data, which came better than expected, which caused a reaction quite opposite to this one, which supposed to happen after CPI is higher, right? Usually, like 99 out of 100 times. When CPI is higher, when inflation is higher, usually the value of the currency goes higher as well. Value of the currency goes up. But this time was different. Apparently, better CPI, which we can see here, were negative for American dollar. Explanation about that I will leave to fundamentalists. Actually, it was funny because I read some reports about that yesterday, and some of them didn't make sense. They were like trying to explain those movements, but those explanations were like so lousy, and they didn't make sense. Sometimes when you try to explain something, like really try, but you have no idea what are we talking about, those explanations are just weird, just crazy. And yeah, CPI came much better than expectations, like 2.1 instead of 1.9, which shifted the expectations about interest rate rises towards four rises in 2018 instead of 2 or 3 that we are expecting before. And this should support the American dollar, but we don't see that. We don't see that on the market. There is a sell signal on the American dollar. So actually there's the same signal that was before the data from the technical point of view. So technical analysis was telling us that the dollar will get weaker, and it did. Even despite the CPI, which was very good. Also, at the same time, we had retail sales data, which came worse than expectations. Can that be the reason? I don't think so. I don't think so that traders ignored CPI and they focused on retail sales. So that was not the reason. As I said, I'm gonna leave it to fundamentalists. They're gonna be like, they will need to put some effort to explain that this explanation will make sense. I don't have to do that because I look on the chart on the forex market from the technical point of view, and actually technical analysis was giving us a bearish signal towards the American dollar, and you know that it's recorded anyway. So you can watch the daily analytical report from yesterday when we were telling you about the sell signal on the American dollar. Luckily, better CPI didn't change that. Actually, I had 4 positions on the market. One of them was a long position on gold, and gold went significantly higher. Unfortunately, my stop profit order, so it wasn't stop loss, it was already stop loss, which was moved on profit, so it was above the entry. My stop profit order got triggered, and instead of like earning 2,000 euros, I only got like 300 euros, which is still good. But rest of the positions are untouched, and I'm very happy because most of them were on weaker dollar. And I will show you that on Friday, so make sure you're gonna come on live trading session on Friday, that you will attend live trading session on Friday. It will be very maybe not important, but very enjoyable, I guess, because my account is now on all-time highs. So some good results, some good trades were made recently, and I'm gonna show you all that. As for today, now let me change the calendar first to see only the most important data. Thursday is data from the Australian market about the from the Australian job market, and you can see that employment change very good. 16,000 jobs created instead of 15,000 as expected. Still waiting. What we're still waiting for is a pack of data from US industrial production. As always on Thursdays, jobless claims and a bit of central bank stock from ECB this time. Nothing major on Friday. On Friday, yeah, we'll have a major data for British pound, which is a retail sales. Pack of data from the housing market from US, which is not very influential. But we'll have a speech from Reserve Bank of Australia Governor Philip Lowe, which should be influential for the Australian dollar. Actually, we got a movement on the American dollar to Japanese yen. That was our pair on Trading Sniper yesterday. We were telling you about the sell signal there, and that the sell signal is quite strong because it is confirmed by the price action rule that after the breakout of the support, when the next candle is making lower lows and lower highs, that's a confirmation of this breakout, and the chances for a false breakout are decreasing. And we get another bearish blow from CPI, which decreased the value of dollar, and we got another bearish blow, actually a bearish blow from Japan, where the machinery orders came worse than expectations. So that's supposed to be the bearish blow, right, for the Japanese yen. So a positive for here, but look at that. Look at that. This is American dollar to Japanese yen. So even despite that decline in the machinery orders, which was a negative number, Japanese yen got much stronger. So this is the scandal from yesterday, and we were telling you about that we were somewhere here yesterday. This scandal was creating lower lows and lower highs, but in the same time was a hammer. But we said that, well, you have to wait till the end, till this once the traders will close this candle, right? Because that's when the signals are created. And the signal, sell signal, was confirmed once this daily candle closed here. And now we do have a full legitimate long-term sell signal. But the thing is that after 3 long bearish candles in a row, the chances for a correction increases. So I wouldn't be so fast in opening short position. Actually, I wouldn't open a short position here despite the long-term sell signal, because for me, there's no good place for a stop loss order, right? Stop loss order should be created somewhere above this horizontal resistance here. That would be a good place for a stop loss order, but it's too far. 250 pips. There's no point like opening stop loss order here, because the price can reverse, close your stop loss order, but still will be in a negative territory, because as long as we are below the green area, there is a sell signal here. So that's my trading style. My trading style is waiting for the price to come back. If the price will come back here and create, for example, a shooting star candlestick, I'm gonna open a short position with a stop loss above the upper, above the head, above the maximum of this candle, and I'm gonna look for a short trade here. And this is gold. You can see here on this tail, my position got closed, my long position got closed, and then the price of gold went mad, and we got a new upswing. That's Fibonacci's. We are aiming $1,367 per ounce, which will be the closest resistance here. And once this resistance will be broken, that will be a long-term buy signal with a potential target here on $1,520, $30 per ounce. Right, so once we will break those highs from the end of January, will create a buy signal, a very strong one. Right, so that's the situation here on gold. Very positive situation. And I'm happy because I'm bullish on gold. Like in overall, as a type of the asset, I like gold. I'm not happy because I don't have a long position now. But in general, I'm happy for the gold as the type of the asset. Next one is S&P 500, where the bullish correction continues. Not much to add here, right? We are still above those supports. As long as we are above those supports, we are playing bullish scenario, and bullish scenario is a V-shaped reversal pattern, which is very popular among stock traders. So as long as we are above this area, there is a buy signal here, and not much can change that, and we shouldn't argue with that. There is just a buy signal here on stocks, because that's what stocks are doing for a long time. They are making V-shaped reversals. Cable, that's a good one, because we before the data we are still inside of the wedge pattern, waiting for a signal. On some of the instruments, the signal was created way before, but on cable it wasn't. But here, CPI allowed us to trigger this buy signal. This buy signal was created by two factors. First one is the defense of this horizontal support, this green horizontal support, which is important. Another factor is wedge formation. That's the third wedge in a row. We had here, here, and here. And wedges so far always worked here on cable. Well, in the latest upswing, in the latest bullish wave, they worked all the time. So we were breaking the upper line of the wedge, which was triggering as a buy signal. And that's what happened also today, well, yesterday. So the price defended horizontal support and broke the upper line of the wedge. Both of that gives us a strong buy signal on cable. I'm sorry. Australian dollar to Canadian dollar, that will be the next instrument I prepared for you. Where is a beautiful technical buy signal? Why is that? First of all, you can see the channel up formation here with those red lines. That's a beautiful channel up formation. And most recently, like in 8th of February, we got a breakout of the lower line of this formation, which in theory should trigger us a buy signal. So a sell signal. So the sell signal was created, but the price did not go lower, defended first horizontal support and came back above that line. So that is a false breakout. Actually, in the same time as we do have a false breakout here, so this is a false breakout. Also, this created a inverse head and shoulder formation, left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. And head itself, it's created by inverse head and shoulder formation as well, left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. So the breakout of this neckline triggered a short-term buy signal. Breakout of this neckline triggers as a mid-term buy signal. Left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. This green line is a neckline. At the same time, it has value, like historical value, as you can see here, 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 here. Breakout of this line opens us a way towards Parity. This is parity 1. Australian dollar will be equal to Canadian dollar. Quite soon, I guess. I think we do need to see 75 pips for that, and we should do that in the midterm, so that's a decent trading occasion. Now, Bitcoin. Bitcoin finally respected the support on $6,000 here, and now we're having a correction. So here I was measuring bearish impulses. Okay, fair enough. Let's leave it here. That's the potential target, 3.5. Now we can remove those impulses because now we're having a bullish correction. So let us see how deep this correction can go. First of all, we do see a channel down formation here. So naturally, the first target for this upswing is an upper line of the channel down formation. Okay, fair enough. So that's the first target. Another potential target is the horizontal resistance here on 11,000. So actually a combination of this line and 11,000 can be very promising. Next one is, I think we can measure this correction. I think we can copy it here. What are the odds? What are the odds of the price making the same correction as here, touching the downtrend line and touching the horizontal resistance here? So that area is like an ultimate resistance for Bitcoin. Okay, now I'm gonna change the color of this uptrend line to black. Downtrend line. Okay, so, well, believe it or not, once the price will get there, on the paper we do have a very strong resistance, and I would love to see a bounce from this resistance here. And actually, if I'm gonna see a well, I won't short Bitcoin, too much effort, but that would be really nice from the technical point of view to see a bounce from this resistance. Next one is FTSE. FTSE defends horizontal support almost 7,100 points. No surprise here. That's a nice movement from FTSE, goes along with DAX and S&P 500 and rest of the major indexes. It's just so nice that all those three that I mentioned, FTSE, DAX and S&P 500, they found important resistance in the same time. The correlation is very big here. They have different levels, but they found the horizontal resistance in the same time. Like, let me show you DAX now, right? In the DAX case, it's 11,900. Here is 7,100, right? But all of them were respected before. So now FTSE should aim this resistance, 7,600. DAX should aim 12,900. These are trading opportunities for major European indexes. Now, dollar index. Dollar index is aiming long-term lows after those bad 4 days, especially yesterday. Not an interesting situation. Once this red line will be broken, we can get some serious troubles here. If we would not have those troubles before. A New Zealand dollar to American dollar. Yes, that was one of the... So I told you that cable did not have signal before, but Kiwi had, for example. So Kiwi before the CPI data already broke the neckline. Not the neckline, I'm sorry, but the upper line of the flag formation, which actually triggered as a buy signal way ahead before CPI. Why? Way ahead CPI. And what else? Well, we are testing the blue area for the third time. It's a resistance on 0.7420. Once it will be broken, that will be a confirmation of a positive sentiment. Euro to British pound. For counter traders, it is a nice short opportunity because, well, the price is in a sideways trend for a long time. I hate sideways trends, but some of the traders like it. They go, they sell the bounce from the resistance, they buy the bounce from the support. Okay, fair enough. If you believe in that, if you believe that the sideways trend will be continued, so the price will go lower from here, it's a nice selling opportunity for you. I don't like sideways trends, but at the same time, I'm a technical trader and I'm able to spot a good technical occasion. This one is for not for trend followers, for counter traders. So if your strategy is about selling the resistances and buying supports, well, fair enough, here we have an occasion. WTI, weaker dollar helped here to bounce, but I was looking forward for the test of 55.1, but fair enough, they bounced from this line, which was an upper line of the channel up formation. Then after the breakout, it was still a support, so it's a legitimate line, so we should keep that line in mind and respect that. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. And that was my scenario for this. That was a descending triangle. We broke the lower line of the triangle, which triggered us a sell signal. This movement didn't go as planned, like totally as planned, but the main principle is here, is safe. Like the descending triangle is a sell signal, and yes, after that what we said yesterday, the price went lower. The price is lower as well today. So there is a legitimate sell signal on the Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. American dollar to Canadian dollar. That's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Sell signal was created here on 9th of February. Let me remind you, so we broke this horizontal support, price went a little bit lower, then reversal, and then price tested the recent broken support as a resistance and tested it with a shooting star candlestick. And also this candlestick touched the area around 38.2 and the long-term downtrend line. So that was like an ultimate resistance, and we saw a bearish price action here. So, well, the reaction was only one, reversal. And luckily, I also do have this position on my live trading account. But you see that I'm not like just saying you that there is a trading opportunity, but in the same time, if there is a strong setup, I'm also trading that, right? Here, no. Here is American dollar to Singaporean dollar. I like Singaporean dollar, how technical this pair is. It is super technical. Look, this breakout of the horizontal support and then tested that as a resistance once and twice, and the second test was also around the downtrend line here. Beautiful sell signal, and now the price is just, well, respecting that, right? We are in the channel down formation. Let me adjust this line. In a channel down formation, and the next target is here. So the next target is 270 pips lower. Euro dollar is aiming horizontal resistance on 125.20, 30, let's say. There is a chance for the sellers for the triple top formation, but once we break this horizontal resistance, we will have another buy signal on euro dollar. Euro to New Zealand dollar. I think we have a rising pressure on this horizontal support. It's kind of a descending triangle. but in reality strong descending triangle should happen after a downswing here. So there should be a downswing, descending triangle, and then downswing, but we had an upswing, so it's not like a typical descending triangle. Actually there's no strong trading signal here yet, but there can be one once this green line will be broken. Once the green line will be broken, that will be a sell signal for this pair. American dollar to Swiss franc. Here I also do have a sell signal. Beautiful. Horizontal support. Broken. And then what? According to price action laws, broken support is tested as a resistance. Here is a test. Test is positive for sellers. And the price goes down. And actually today we are on the lowest levels since, let me scroll. We are on the lowest levels since August 2015, or maybe we are even lower. Low is on 9228, here is low 925, so we are on the lowest levels since June 2015, you see, with the potential target here. So 160 pips lower. So that is an awesome trading opportunity. I think I'm gonna wait for the price to get there, and then I'm gonna take profits from this great trade, hopefully. Obviously this is market, everything can change in a second, but so instead of nice big profit I can have a small profit, but this is market, right? You have to be aware of that. Stay cool, stay safe, use stop loss orders, and this way you will be able to make money on this market, hopefully. Thanks very much for watching our daily analytical report. I hope you enjoyed those setups, a few interesting trading signals. We don't have to wait, we have those trading signals right here, right now, so that's good. Thanks very much, and now we'll have a short break, and after that we'll have a webinar about trading psychology, one of the most important and one of my favorites. In the meantime, visit our Twitter account and our website alpari.news. Thanks very much for